Good evening, everybody. It's Tina here from Heal Universal once again, shouting out to all my followers and my friends and my family out there. And to all you people who are helping shift humanity, God bless you and thank you for all you do. So tonight we're going to talk about, as part of my Life as a Gift 7 Deadly Sins series, what do you think it is that we do the most that is damaging to ourselves? About life as a gift, right? Our body is a vessel. It's a gift. It's a gift from God, right? It's a gift from God. And for those of you that don't believe in God, that's fine. Your life is still a gift. So what do we do with that gift in our bodies? Well, we've been conditioned. In the United States, we've been conditioned to eat more fast foods, processed foods, quick, easy, because we're on the run, got to work. We don't eat the best diet in the world, let me tell you. And we suffer from very high amounts of obesity in our country. And the reason is this. One is exercise. So we're home on this pandemic, right? Oh my gosh, hard to exercise. Well, at least our gyms are back open, thank the Lord. So exercise is number one. And technology has created us to sit on our behinds, which is in another part of our, which is on the sloth part of our 7 deadly sins, right? The laziness portion. So we're in this fast-paced society where actually we're not moving at all physically. We're just in a rush in the car, right? Oh, we're in a rush in the car. We're stuck in traffic. We're doing all that. So like we're going to talk tonight about this gluttony portion of this. So the gluttony portion is this. In the United States, when you go out to a restaurant, the servings are way too big. Unless you are going to a fine dining establishment, which is where the elite eat and can afford to eat and are eating properly, which is why I'm doing this series. One of the reasons I'm doing this series. So like if we go into a restaurant as a normal Joe, we go into a restaurant, they give us these big huge portions, everybody's eating, they're getting used to eating more. So they eat more all the time. Oh, eat more. They want you to eat more because they're trying to kill you. That's why gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. So being sitting at home in pandemic, bored, not being able to exercise, not being able to do things has really caused a gluttony issue for all of us, right? Because we eat more, we get bored. And we have to change our relationship with food. And we have to stop eating the foods that are processed, because supply and demand, right? If you say no more processed food, I'm not eating that anymore, then their sales are going to drop. They're going to change venue and start giving you something more healthy for your body. They're going to have to because they're going to lose money, which that's a whole nother part of this. So let's talk about the money portion of this gluttony thing, because here it is. So you eat processed foods. They make a lot of money on those because they're cheap. They have corn syrup in them, which is very bad for everyone, especially diabetics. If you're diabetic, do not eat a processed food that has corn syrup in it. It is bad for you. It'll raise your sugars too much, and it will be very damaging to your health. You shouldn't be eating sugars anyway, but that's another story. So you go into the store, you buy this processed food, you eat the processed food. It has chemicals in it, which breaks down your body. Then it breaks down in your body, and it causes disruption in your organs. Your organs start to act up. And then you go to the doctor because you don't feel good, right? And you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, oh, you have a high blood pressure, you have a high cholesterol, you have diabetes, you have this, you have that. And then they go, here, take medication. That's not an answer. They give you medication to cover up a symptom or maybe to control it. But they don't cure you. They cover it up because you have to cure you. And and that's part of my business here as an intuitive life coach and a nutrition counselor. I have a lot of different hats that I wear, and my associates, I have Nicole, she's my nutritionist. She's a holistic nutritionist that teaches you how to heal your body from the inside out with your nutrition. So you go there, you go to the doctor, they give you medication which causes side effects and breaks down other things. Then you need more medicine, then you're sicker. You never really got better, did you? That's why this first thing that you did, the gluttony, was leading to your demise, because it leads, one thing leads to the next thing, leads to the next thing, leads to the next thing. So how can you, especially on lockdown, control your urges? Well, that's a tricky one for sure. We all have trouble with that. Like, we all feel once in a while that we want something sweet, or we want to indulge, or this or that. And the way we control it is by staying busy and staying focused on the spiritual aspect of things. So people don't realize that when they're not at their peak in one way or another. So if you feel like you want a sweet, go walk, go exercise. That gives you the same result in your brain. It's the same reward center. It's like, oh, exercise, those endorphins get going, boom, 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 done. You don't need the sweet anymore. The other thing, if you can't go exercise for some reason, if you're unable to, is do something that gives you joy. Me, I use my coloring books. So I'm coloring. I'm busy, I'm focused, I'm not even thinking about food. When I got sick from a nutrition deficiency issue, and I healed myself from that issue through nutrition and through mindfulness and being careful about what I do. And I learned meditation. Meditation for me is key for everyone. I think everyone should take a few minutes today, if it's not even 5 minutes, to go meditate and sit in silence and start to gather that little space that calms you. Because sometimes people stress eat. So right now, we're under a lot of stress and pressure, right? Well, yeah, that's a thing. So that's what we're talking about today, is a little bit about how that works and why it's a deadly sin, right? That's the reason. People think, oh, well, the 7 deadly sin, why does God tell me not to overeat? Well, simple. He's protecting you, right? He's saying, hey, watch what you put in your mouth. Because guess what happens is that your body can't sustain that living style. Even if you're skinny and thin and wonderful and you're active and you're all those things and you eat like junk, eventually that'll catch up to you. It just will. If you have the ability to grow your own vegetables and fruits, do it. I would. If I had the ability here, I live in the desert, it's very hard to grow anything, so we have to, really work at it. But we do, and so that's what I would do as far as that part goes. And then also, please don't take your kids to fast food. Just don't. It gets them started on a roll, and then they don't want to eat the foods that are good for them. Start them on something healthy and whole, and keep it healthy and whole if you can. If you guys don't know a lot about nutrition or have any questions about nutrition, you can reach out to Nicole, the nutritionist. She's on my website at www.healuniversal.com. She has plenty of information. She's a holistic nutritionist. We also have an energy healer on staff, which I recommend wholeheartedly to help with any cravings or things like that you might have. The other thing, or any pain or anything of that nature, the other thing is that I do trauma recovery services. Sometimes there are emotional and mental health reasons why we eat. I help to alleviate those problems in people, so and so does my business partner, Ariana. So you can reach out to us again there for that. If there's any questions you might have or any comments, please leave them below, and please subscribe and share to your friends, because this is just my second video series that I've done. I'm not real comfortable in front of the camera yet. I'm trying, but I wanted to get this information out there because it's coming from another source for me. And I have to, and I have to deliver it. When I'm being told to say something, I say it. So please, also make sure that you're celery juicing, man. I tell you, I swear by Anthony William, medical medium. Shout out to Anthony. He's amazing. The celery juice helps every single day. It's a beautiful thing to keep fatigue and inflammation down in your body. And I recommend his books wholeheartedly. As I use a lot of his techniques, or a lot of his food techniques in my food, so I would definitely recommend him. If you should need any other services, we do all sorts of services here at Heal Universal, so please reach out. And the next set of this series will be about greed, which is right where we were at, like about this grocery store, doctor's office, like mill, I call it the mill, right? It's just like a big circle of chaos in our bodies. So we'll go into the next segment, which is greed, tomorrow night, and I thank you for watching, and God bless you all.